What's up, my people? Colin F. Watson at colinfwatson.com, your HCG diet coach. And I have 5 things I want you to consider if you happen to have either a weight gain or a weight stall while you're on the advanced HCG diet. Number 1 is water intake. Are you being consistent with your water, and are you drinking 1 gallon of water a day? It is absolutely essential to flush the body, to flush the fat cells out, or flush the fat from the fat cells and release toxins from the body. And if you're not consistent with your water, which means you have a gallon one day and then you have a half a gallon the next day, your body's going to hold on to whatever you don't give it. Okay, so it's going to hold on to that extra half a gallon, which may show up on the scale as a slight gain. Number 2 is, are you eating enough protein? Are you preventing your body from going into what's called the starvation mode or flight or fight mechanism by going through protein edema? Protein edema is when your body holds on to water because it's not getting enough, senses there's not enough protein in the blood. Therefore, it starts to hold on to water to protect you from starvation. Those of you that may not be following our protocol, we made changes to our protocol to make sure to guarantee on a daily basis you would never go into protein edema. And if you're following the original Dr. Simeon's protocol, as brilliant as that protocol is, it is now, pretty much universal consensus that the protein portions are way too low to sustain consistent fat loss, to minimize muscle loss, and to help prevent protein edema. So you want to make sure that you're following our protein chart that's on page 50 of my book, HCG Body for Life, or Burn the Fat, Reveal the Muscle. Number 3 is, are you being consistent with your the type of food you're eating? If you're eating outside the protocol, even the slightest thing, for some of you who could be ultra sensitive, can actually cause you to stall for several days or have a weight gain Now, that means eating fruits, vegetables, or proteins that are not allowed, or any kind of processed sugars that are not allowed in the protocol. Therefore, if you just think you always have a couple of chips, it won't make a difference, or always have a couple pieces of candy or 1 bite of cake, won't make a difference. Once your body starts to sense that there's now sugar in the body, especially if you've been on the protocol for a while, where you've detoxed your body from all the refined sugars that were in it from loading, it's going to trigger the mechanism of your body wanting to filter out whatever it senses as it doesn't belong. And therefore, that process of having to filter out the sugars or carbs or whatever you added to the protocol is going to stop the body from actually burning and utilizing that fat. So make sure you're not eating outside the protocol. The slightest thing could actually make a huge difference on this specific protocol. Number 4, exercise. We are exercise enthusiasts. We definitely promote exercise on the HCG diet protocol. We recommend cardio 4 to 5 days a week, HIIT training, high intensity interval training workouts 3 to 4 times a week, even 5 times a week, always resting completely, 1 day complete rest, doing nothing. Because if you're working out one day really hard and then you don't work out for another few days, you may find that you're getting some temporary water weight gain, or if you have muscle soreness, that's also a sign that you've torn down some muscle, which is the process of growing muscle, and it needs to heal itself. So your body's going to surround itself, those muscles, with water, which means you may have a temporary stall or temporary weight gain on the scale. Do not be alarmed by this particular weight gain, because it is temporary. It's a part of the muscle healing and growing process. Our goal for you while you're on this journey is to gain 3 to 5 pounds of muscle for every 20 pounds of fat you're releasing. By doing so, you're going to speed up your metabolism. So once you're past phase 2 and you're in phase 3 and you're in phase 4 of life, you'll have enough lean muscle to actually create this fat burning furnace in your body, and allow you to maintain your weight a lot easier. So the exercise you're doing in phase 2 is actually investing money in the bank for you to be able to maintain your weight easier in the phase 3 and the phase 4. 5 is taking weekly measurements. If you don't know how many inches you're losing in conjunction to how many pounds you're losing, you may interpret weight loss for fat loss, which is a huge mistake, because if you are doing any of the other ones, that any 1 through 4, that may be causing you to actually burn up lean muscle, if you lose 10 pounds on the scale, and say in that first week, and you've only lost 4 or 5 inches, it tells me that you're losing muscle, not fat. So the reason why you want to take measurements, because measurements will never lie to you. Every week, if you're losing inches all over your body, because your body shrinks evenly on this protocol, it means you're going to be losing fat from everywhere. Some places are going to be more dramatic than others. On men, it's the belly. On women, it's the bust, the back, and the hips. You're going to be losing. You want to be losing inches. So you want to make sure that your inches lost and your pounds lost are very close in number, or that your inches lost surpass your pounds lost. That is a clear indication that you're losing body fat and not lean muscle, and that means you're taking in the right amount of nutrition, the right amount of work, protein. You're getting the right amount of water and rest, and your body's responding perfectly to this protocol. So any of these 5 things could tell you about how your body is truly responding to this protocol versus how you think it's responding. So those are the 5 mistakes people make in phase 2 when it comes to not understanding why their body is either gaining weight, having temporary gains, or temporary stalls. When I say temporary, because all weight gain and stalls are temporary. As long as you make the corrections to your protocol, it'll reverse itself and you'll continue to keep losing. And lastly, I want to throw in this last little bonus tip for you, that if you happen to mess up, say you happen to cheat on the protocol, it's not the end of the world. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You may stall your weight for 3, and I've had, in some cases, people have stalled for 7, even 10 days because they took a cheat day or a cheat meal. Don't let that deviate you from your journey. Just get back on track, start eating clean again, flush the water, make sure you hit a gallon of water or more, and in a few days, your body will detox what you've eaten. It'll go back to releasing fat again, and you can continue your journey. I hope this helps you. Please leave me a comment in the video section below, in the comment section below. If you want me to cover a topic, please leave me a question of whatever you want me to cover, and I will cover that for you. And as always, I appreciate you. Namaste. The light in me meets, sees, and greets the amazing light in you. I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Peace.